Max?
Hey, Marty.
Oh, I didn't mean to disturb you, but Swade asked me to meet him here first thing in the morning. He said it was necessary.
Look, Marty, I have important things to do here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, very important things. Like this.
What? Surprise!
Surprise!
What is this? Was that my birthday?
Of course not, but, well, you're the... What is she, Max?
You are the big contest winner.
Mm-hmm. What contest? I didn't enter any contest.
You didn't have to. It was a random drawing.
And you won.
I won what?
A full day of luxury and self-indulgence courtesy of Serenity Springs Spa.
Hey, sweetheart.
Hi. Andrew. You look so serious. What is it?
Yeah, look, my dad, he had something sent over last night.
You know, Sloan is so sweet, but he has got to stop sending gifts for the baby.
Yeah, it's not about the baby.
Father's book. I can't wait to read it.
That's exactly what he'd like you to do. Especially the parts about your mother. He'd like you to read that before everything hits the fan.
You sure slept late this morning, eh?
Yeah, well, I guess I needed to catch up on some of my Z's after last night.
Yeah. Yeah, that bad dream. Listen, I brought you some breakfast so you could forget all about it.
Oh, thank you. I tell you, that first bad dream was bad, but the second one I had was even worse. I mean, at least the first one, you know, I called you and you were sitting right there next to me when I called out to you. This time I called out to you and no one answered. Where were you last night, Tina?
Tina?
Close. It's wife number one.
What do you want, Angela?
It's a lovely day, isn't it? It's a perfect day to spend some of the cash that Dorian was kind enough to give us.
The cash you conned out of her, you mean?
We con, darling. I can't wait until we pull off our next job. So, I'm going to come over in a few minutes and we will discuss it.
But over here? No, Angela, wait.
I'm disappointed in you, Angela. Well? Don't you have anything to say? Don't you want to make an attempt to explain yourself?
Dorian, I know what this must seem like to you,
It's obvious. You reneged on our agreement.
our agreement.
You promised me that you would put out a press release immediately to announce that my donation had established the Dorian Lord Foundation for Lost Children. So imagine my disappointment when I opened all of the newspapers this morning and nothing.
Dorian, I am so sorry. Of course you are upset. I wanted to call and tell you, but I just hope that you can forgive me.
That depends. What do you have to say?
Father Moreau was called away unexpectedly. One of the orphanages had an emergency, and he had to leave right away. But I give you my word, I will have it in all the papers by the end of this week.
The banner is the one that really counts. I want the first copy delivered to my daughter, Cassie.
Yes, you mentioned that before. I'm just puzzled, Dorian. Why can't you just tell Cassie about your donation yourself?
Because if I tell her myself, it will seem self-serving, whereas if she reads about it in the banner, it might help to counteract other publicity that's going to come out about me soon.
What kind of publicity?
Ugly, nasty, vicious rumors about my private life, the kind that I have been fighting ever since Victor Lord died. I want my daughter to be reminded by an outside, objective source of the kind of person her mother really is.
Her good opinion means that much to you. You must love her very much.
More than my life.
I had a chance to glance at it. It's really something you have to read for yourself and judge. You don't have to read it now if you don't want to.
I want to. No, that's not true. Now that I'm holding it, knowing that your father has written about my mother and her marriage to Victor Lord.
And you know my father isn't going to pull any punches.
Well, neither does my mother. And if there's something in here that's upsetting her... What am I saying? Of course there's something in here that's upsetting her. She's been railing about this book for days, and... If she goes to war against your father...
Hey. Then you and I have got to make sure we don't get caught in that crossfire, right?
I better read this before the press gets hold of it.
Okay. I have a counseling session. I thought I'd head over to Serenity Springs for Marty.
Okay, you tell Marty that I'm with her in spirit.
I will.
Okay.
Okay. It's gonna be okay.
Lord, Dorian Kramer. Wow, look at all these entries. Saving Victor Lord's life, marriage of Victor Lord, and life as Mrs. Victor Lord, Victor Lord's death, and rumors persist concerning. Dorian Kramer swept into Victor's life with hurricane force. In the end, her effect on him was just as devastating.
So our first stop is the ladies' dressing room where you can change into your robe. And then we're going to get you a facial to start with, and then a mud bath, and then the sauna.
And you may have the beverage of your choice for starters, papaya, guava,
This is your
passion.
idea, Swade, wasn't it? You put them up to this.
Marty, nobody put anybody up to anything.
We thought you might just enjoy it.
No, I know what you're trying to do. The trial's been a total disaster. Todd, Zach, and Powell are 1 day away from being acquitted. So Swade asked you to try and cheer me up.
Nothing wrong with little cheer, is there?
What am I supposed to do? Just forget that the 3 men who raped me are going to go free? I'm sorry, but it's going to take a little more than a mud bath and a facial to... Ah, I am sorry. You're trying to help me, and here I am being ungrateful as usual.
It's okay. We know you're upset.
That's why we wanted to give you this time to kick back and pamper yourself.
Besides, things may not be as grim as they seem.
I told him about Nora Gannon. I think she believes her own clients are guilty.
It's not
She's probably
going to change anything.
We don't know that. Sounds like Nora's struggling with her conscience these last few days.
Seemed pretty clear to me that she was trying to get Powell to confess yesterday.
If that's what she was doing, she failed. Doesn't anybody get what's going on here? She's the lawyer for the defense.
All right, fine. Let her defend those 3 little pigs until the bitter end. So maybe it's not looking so rosy after all. But, darling, if you can't take 1 day to give yourself a break from the trial and all your misery that you've been going through since this horrible spring fling, then you might as well lock yourself up in hell. And it's not even gonna matter what the jury says. Todd has won. You can give him the satisfaction of making you miserable 24 hours a day for the rest of your life.
All right. Tell me about that facial.
So, you want to save on long distance? What a pain. Restrictions on times of day, area...
Cord, you were so sleepy last night you probably forgot. I mean, I was on my way out when you woke up.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, wait, that was after the first dream, though. It was after the second one that I woke up and you were gone.
The mall was open late last night, and you know, sometimes that's the only chance I have to go shopping without the kids. So, tell me about your second dream. Did a memory come up or something that you've forgotten?
No, nothing like that. Actually, it was about us. We were making love.
Toast and jam?
Yeah, sure, thanks. I guess it was just like wishful thinking on my part, though, huh?
Go on, Cord. What were we doing?
Well, it was strange because we weren't alone. I mean, it was like really bizarre.
Somebody else was in bed with us?
Well, no, something. Yeah, those little hand puppets. Yeah, the ones you said that I won for CJ, the ones I don't remember winning for him.
Cord, you should have your scrambled eggs before they get cold.
They
Come
weren't
on.
the same hand puppets. It was different. It was like a snake. It was right there at the foot of the bed the whole time we were making love. No, then all of a sudden it wasn't a puppet anymore. It was a real snake.
These are your favorite country sausages, Cord.
And
Come on,
I kept trying to kill this snake, you know, but its head kept growing back, and it just kept slithering towards us and towards you. And it just tried to wrap itself around you, and it just kept getting closer and getting closer and getting...
And then what?
Well, that's when I woke up. Bet Freud would have a field day with that one. What do you think it means?
Come on, Ann, I can't accept this one.
Yes, you can. You earned it. Just think of it as a perk.
This does not replace the love letters.
Kane, just open it.
Angela, wow.
You like it? The jeweler said that only a limited amount of these watches were made, so that puts you up there in the company with a couple Maharajas and a rock star or two.
It's gorgeous.
Here, let me put it on for you. Oh, it was made for you.
Angela, I've got to get you out of my life.
Just give me 24 hours and I will make sure that Cassie and all of Landview reads about your good work in the Banner.
Not an hour longer. It's really important to me that that article appear in tomorrow's edition.
It will.
Good.
Oh, but Dorian.
What?
Nothing. It's just a thought. You'll probably think I'm gilding the lily where Cassie's concerned.
Why don't you let me be the judge of that?
Father Moreau mentioned yesterday before he left that the orphanage with those poor children is in desperate need of a clinic. I was wondering if perhaps you would like to make a commitment to that with the Dorian Lord Foundation.
Commitment costs. But I'll think about it once I've seen tomorrow's edition of the Banner.
Oh, yes, of course. It's just that Father Moreau put it on his wish list for the children. If you are interested, will you please let me know? And in the meantime, I just want to thank you for all that you have given.
You know, it surprises me that somebody as world-weary as myself would be drawn to you and the Tabernacle of Joy. But in a way, maybe it's not surprising. Because perhaps you remind me of myself.
Oh, well, I'm flattered, Dorian. You're so sophisticated and successful. I'm just a simple servant of the Lord.
I I don't think there's anything simple about you. But keep up the good work. Oh, and in your press release, make sure you spell my name right.
Keep up the good work. Don't worry, Dorian.